Hey folks, I'm here. I just got the most of the finish off of this script. I'm here stripping and refinishing, and sanding a little bit. This one is about done. I've already got, quite a bit of it off. As you can see on the, you just want to tap it a little bit, rub it off. I'm getting this one lined out. This one has a few, places that need sanded, like right there. But that's not a problem. I have plenty of sandpaper. The other one has a small, minuscule chip in it, right there, that you can barely see. Actually, I need to hit that one more time. I could probably just sand that out and it would look perfect, which I may do. This one has a scratch in it. It's just a scratch. Sandpaper takes care of that, but you see how dark it is? This one has a lot of old finish on it. A lot of the old polyurethane. You want to get all that off so that you're starting from new. You don't want it to look dull when you're refinishing them. And I have my own big mix of polyurethane and mineral spirits. Like 60% polyurethane, 40% mineral spirits. The reason for that is that you want to thin it out so that it doesn't, first of all, so it's not too thick. Put multiple coats on with a shop towel or paintbrush, a little paintbrush. But you also want to, it won't get bubbles in it if you mix it with mineral spirits. Then you put it in a cookie tin. I use those butter cookie tins. The Dutch or Swiss cookies come in, or whatever they are, and that seems to work. It's getting a lot of stuff off of this. This has a lot of finish on it. I may be able to get this scratch out with just doing this. Yep, it's coming right out. It was in the finish, not in the wood, so that's good. No need for sandpaper. Yeah, there, it's gone. You want to really protect the checkering. You don't want low spots on your checkering. You don't want it all dulled down. You want it to be grippy, and you can put, I'm gonna have to get another piece of tape. This piece of tape is not sticking very well. So what we're gonna do is take another piece of tape about this long. Be very careful. With the checkering. Be very careful with the razor knife. presto. And that's how you do it. You want it to be very sticky on here, but you don't want it to interfere with your work. Get it down in there really good. Let it stick. Then go back to really hitting it. I need to get this little edge out of here. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, now let's go back and hit this some more. You want to sort of ball it up so you get a good finish on it. Get a good scrubby part that doesn't have the finish on it is what I meant to say. This one has a lot of really thick finish on it. A lot. Someone may have refinished these without taking the old finish off because the other one didn't have this much finish on it. But I'm going to make it uniform. They're both going to get the exact same amount of finish. And they're going to look spectacular. Sand them off a little bit just to even them up really good, make them to where they are exactly the same size. Sometimes one will be a tad bit longer than the other, or they won't fit right, like this part is a little bit more, or the other part is a little bit more material on it. Won't hurt the medallions. I have another method of polishing the medallions. That's to tape up everything around the medallions and put it on a buffing wheel with the black buffing compound, which I find works best. Better than white. White is good for really like not like light polishing, but if you really want to get it done, get the black buffing compound, and that will definitely get it done. See how much stuff is coming off of that? See all this? I'm actually wearing a mask when I do these because of all the polyurethane dust. You don't want to breathe that stuff in. You can see it. It's bringing out the wood grain, which is what you want because you want to really make that wood grain pop. Like this wood grain here is really going to pop. It's going to look spectacular when I'm done with it. I'm not going to get done with these today because I have to go fulfill customer orders. I have about 11 or 12 knives that need to be shipped. New knives, belt buckles, anything that Smith & Wesson makes basically, and they make a lot of stuff. Like you would be surprised at how much Smith & Wesson items are made. Everything from lighters to dive knives to police gear to display boxes to pin sets, model cars, banks, like piggy banks. I don't know. I can't name all the stuff that they make. Binoculars, handcuffs, impact weapons, there are a lot of things that Smith & Wesson makes. Besides knives and guns, leather goods, holsters, knife sheaths, you name it, they make it. Hearing protection. Trying to think of other stuff. Signs, books, pepper spray, tool sets. They make tool sets. Trying to think of what's the most unusual Smith & Wesson item I've ever gotten in for a customer. Coffee mugs, shirts, clothing, hats, leather jackets. Really nice leather jackets too. Wouldn't mind having one of those today. Tell you, it's cold here. It snowed last night, and that was Halloween, which is, it usually does snow on Halloween here. So I won't have to mow my grass anymore. I don't know, I kind of like mowing my grass though. Throwing some jams, throwing some, put my earbuds in and throwing some Shine Down or some AC/DC or just whatever I'm feeling that day. Judas Priest, Taylor Swift. I know, it's weird. I have a very eclectic taste. Like over there I have all of Pink's albums and all of Black Sabbath's albums, first pressings on vinyl. So I like a wide variety of music, but mostly heavy metal. I'm about to throw in that Dokken Tooth and Nail album sometime today. Normally, if I wasn't recording, that's what I would be playing, is an album on my Audio-Technica turntable, which I think Audio-Technica is one of the best turntables you can buy. This is like their high-end, best of the best one. I forget the model number, but just throw this house, we just moved in, it's been renovated. This house it has like 12-foot ceilings and upstairs and downstairs, so the acoustics in this house are great. So I can turn up my record player on like half speed or half volume and hear it clear up into the man cave, which I am preparing, and I'm going to do a video on that. I would normally be doing this in the man cave, but it's not ready right now. It's just not done. A few knives here that I'm working on next. An old Barlow, True Sharp, and the Smith & Wesson Buffalo handle. The handle's broke on it, so I got to repair that. That's a tricky one. Fixing handles, scales, whatever you want to call them, on any knife is difficult. You know, you got to knock the pins out. Work with the shields and logos. You know, sometimes you have a shield, or I've had knives where the knife was in bad shape, but it was also missing the shield, like the Smith & Wesson logo shield, and I would have to take a shield from another knife and then cut it to fit this knife and just grind it, do this and that and the other until it looked like it came with the knife. I mean, you know, you got to do that. This one's getting it off pretty good, but I've still got a ways to go. Yeah. You always want to fold it. You really get it in there. The lighter it is, the more you can tell that the old finish is coming off. So this one has a lot of old finish on it. I'm gonna guess these are from the 70s. By the looks of them, yeah, 70s. Tell by the estruncheon or whatever that's called, that round metal piece. And it's got the silver medallions. So it's not from the 80s. It's not from the 60s because there's no diamond. These are not diamond grips. A diamond in the center of the checkering. I do have some diamond grips from my 1963 model 19-2 357 Combat Magnum. But I carry speed loader cutout grips on it because I carry that gun. I carry that, my model 66. I don't have a handgun that I don't carry. I've got a 1911, a TSOS 1911 D10 10 millimeter. Yes, I carry it. It's actually very comfortable to carry. I carry my Beretta PX4 Storm 40 compact. I carry my Model 19, Model 66. I even carry my 629, my 44 Magnum. I don't know, it doesn't bother me to carry them. Some people are like, oh, that's too big. It's like, you know, grow a pair. They're like, well, you can't really conceal it. I don't care. I'll wear it out in the open. I don't care. This is a constitutional carry state where you can wear it concealed or not concealed, which I am an NRA certified pistol instructor, and I'm not getting a whole lot of students because now everybody can just carry with no training, which, to be honest, isn't a great idea. I think you should have some sort of handgun training when you go carrying a gun around on yourself out in different spots and places, and know where you can carry and know where you can't, and how to draw properly and how to shoot and hit your target, trigger control, just the basic safeties. Don't point a gun at anything you don't intend to destroy. Always treat a gun like it's loaded. Know what's beyond your target. Have it always pointed in a safe direction. But, you know, it is what it is. Treat every gun like it's loaded. Even if you're sure it's not. I have seen negligent discharges. Someone had one in the pipe, and they took out the magazine and then pulled the trigger. Oh my God. They had to repair a hole in their ceiling. Very lucky that the gun was pointed up in the air. I mean, it wouldn't have been lucky if they had lived in an apartment and they were on the first floor, but, you know. I've got a Led Zeppelin original 1970's concert banner upstairs, and someone did the same thing. They thought they decocked it. They thought they decocked their SIG, and they didn't, and it's got a hole through it. So and I had to repair that wall. And I asked them not to bring any guns into the house again. At least loaded. So sometimes people drop guns off to me to work on them. And I'm just thinking, does this person really... Should this person really be carrying a gun? Like, you just shot a hole through my wall, through my Led Zeppelin banner. Now, if they'd have shot a hole through my American flag, I would have really been pissed. I made them help me patch the hole in the wall. The least they could do. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up, and then you'll see me put the coat on next. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding on this one where it's got that little chip right there. It's not really a chip anymore now that I've got the finish off. I can do better though. I'll make it look better. Put a little bit of fake wood in there. Let it set, sand it down, paint it the right color. That's all you gotta do. I mean, it's just a little bit of know-how. Little bit of know-how. Know what you're doing. Know what you're getting into. Yep, a little bit of wood filler. Sort of see it, but not really. It's not really, I mean, the chip is gone, but there's like a little bitty chip right there. I'm sure I could sand it and it would look fine, but I would know that it's not exactly the same as the other side, so I'm going to fix it. People are paying me for Nice grips. And these are going to be extremely nice. If I don't drop them and break them first. Right? Takes a little bit of elbow grease. Yeah, this thing has a lot on it. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. I will catch you with the next video. Look out for part 2.